Hey guys, this is Bomb speaking here. I'm a Starcraft II coach, and today I'm going to teach you one of my TvP bulletproof build order. Alright guys, so the game starts. So this build is a bulletproof, like I call it, because oh man, it's so safe against most things that Protoss do. Usually I never die if I do this opening here. There's only specific things that I might get in trouble with, but usually I'm fine. Anyways guys, so the first thing we do is the forking supply like we usually do. Now at 15 we're going to build the gas. That's very important. Do the 15 gas. Now just keep producing SCVs. Supply finishes, you want to make now the barracks. Okay. Now put your SCVs to the gas. So in this particular build, I'm not gonna have Reaper on it because we want to do the reactor opening just to be really safe, especially against pylon rushes. Yeah. So whenever the barracks is whenever the barrack finishes, we're gonna go scout. We finish this after the barrack. But anyways, we'll get there to that point later on. Okay. So keep making SCVs up to 19. And now at 19, oh, let me set up my cameras because I never did. Okay. Okay, at whenever the barracks finishes, the SCVs go scout. So whenever the barracks finishes, they're gonna make reactor, orbital, and pull an SCV to the expansion. And like I said, the SCV that was building in the barracks goes to scout. Now we're gonna expand. There you go. Now 100 gas, I'm gonna build my factory. There you go. And this build, man, I guarantee this build is gonna help you so much on TvP. At least to stop dying to the early stuff, you know? Like oracles, DTs, oh god. Being there, done that. Now I'm gonna build a supply depot. Keep making here, yeah. We're gonna just scout. Gonna make 2 marines. Yeah, so if you did not read my article on how to scout Protoss, Terran, and Zergus Terran, you can make sure to check my guide. Is on the commentaries of this video. I'll be posting there. Okay, so now we scouted, yeah. Now factory finishes, we want to build the starport. There you go. And we're gonna build now a widow mine. Okay. Let's keep producing. So by doing the okay, expansion finishes, you're gonna make the orbital now. So by doing the what I said about the what's the name of that, the reactor first, you can get marines so quickly, then it gets very hard for the Protoss to do the mothership proxy pylon, you know. So main base fully saturated, we change the rally point. So now whenever the widow mine, the first widow mine finishes, you wanna place it on the main base and make a second widow mine. And now we want also on the starport make a Viking. Whenever the orbital expansion finishes, you start making supply because we don't want to get supply blocked. I'm gonna transfer my SV from the main to the natural. So keep in mind we're making the Viking. The Viking is great. Is a great unit dealing with oracles. Also it's good to zoning out phoenixes, and also it's really good dealing with the, what's the name of that, let me pause the game so I can explain this, and also dealing with the war prism. So this build is gonna be great if they try oracle. You have a widow mine in the main base. If they do a war prism drop, you have a Viking to deal with it, and so on and on and on. All right. So just to clarify here, on the starport, you want to make a Viking. Whenever the Viking finishes, you want to put a tech lab on the starport and go immediately to Raven, and so on. Because the Raven is gonna give you the ability to kill observers and also deal with DTs in case they do DTs, okay? And on the factory, we always build like 2 widow mines. After those 2 widow mines, we put a tech lab on it and make siege tanks after. And the barracks, of course, you just put a reactor on it and just pure marines and so on and on and on, all right? Now I'm gonna put the tech lab. on the starport. Now, very important, you see that where I place my widow mine. Here on the main base, I place here, exactly right here, because the oracle never fly from the inside from the base. It always comes from the outer side, right? So this is an area to protect, because all this area here is going to protect from the oracle. And also on the main base, I have a widow mine right here, as you can see in the circle. I put exactly below the SCV, touching the mineral line, because that way it's very hard for the pros to scout it, right? Because it's below the SCV. I don't know if you know that, but it's possible for the enemy to see the widow mine burrowed, because like it becomes like a, it's like a, I don't know, man. It's like a decoy, you know, on the ground. It's like somebody shot on the ground, and then there's a, you can see a mark, you know. A widow mine can be seen even without an observer, you know. That doesn't mean you can shoot it, you just can't see it. So by doing this, they will not be able to kill it or do anything against it, yeah? Okay, so now we keep producing. Okay, I'm gonna start making now siege tanks. I'm gonna make my Raven now. I'm gonna get a supply depot. I got supply block because I'm bronze. That's fine. Keep making SCVs. I'm gonna throw a mule here again now. Okay. So the main base is pretty safe up to now. So whenever you reach 12 SCVs on the natural, I'm gonna build 2 more barracks and 1 gas. So 12 SCVs on the natural, you wanna build 2 barracks and 1 gas. Okay, now I'm gonna make more siege tank, keep making SCVs. Alright. I'm gonna put 2 SCVs on the gas right there. Okay, so the Raven, I always like to stay on the main base, because if they try to do a War Prism drop, I'm safe. You can now after the Raven lift the starport, make a reactor on it. Keep in mind to always making the siege tanks. That's very important, because soon we will do a timing attack with those siege tanks. Alright, whenever you reach 12 SCVs again on the natural, you're gonna build 2 more barracks. Those 2 first barracks here, you want just tech lab on them. So I just leave the barracks to land on that tech lab right there. Okay, keep producing. And also let's get a engineering bay right after those 2 barracks here. Okay, let's make steam pack, combat shield. Now my production increased, so I'm starting to consume more supply, right? So now I'm gonna start to make 2 supply at once instead of just 1. Let's get 1 more gas now, whenever we start building the 4th and the 5th barracks. Yep. I'm gonna make +1 attack now. So that's it. I'm not gonna make more SCVs now. I'm fully saturated. I'm gonna start getting marauders now. Okay. Those last barracks are gonna make a tech lab and a react on it. Start making the medvacs. Okay. And keep just producing units. One funny thing that happens is, oh, it's observer right there. One funny thing that happens is sometimes they make like an observer, like for example in this game here, and usually the observer of the Protoss will arrive at your base if they do like the standard robo timing. It's gonna arrive at your base around 5 minutes. And sometimes what happens is, even on GM, man, I'm telling you, sometimes when they come at me and right away I snipe their observer, they think I'm going Mac because they saw Raven. Because a Raven is a very, well, what Terran does Raven early game, right? That's very rare, right? And sometimes they just react, they just assume it's Mac and they transition into air, you know, right away. That can give you advantage too, if they do it, but you never know. Anyway, so let's keep producing, just producing. I'm gonna cut here the medevacs for a second. There we go, keep producing. In case sometimes they, like say they come to my main base and start dropping, you can immediately just throw like 2 turrets, you know, just to defend it, against it. I'm doing it just for showing purposes, yeah. Yeah, and now my steam pack is about to finish, whenever it finishes, that's when we go to do a timing attack. And behind that timing attack, I always like to, like, for example, now, like, I cut my production a little bit of troops, just a little bit, get my 3rd CC. Yes. And now we're going to do the timing. Yeah. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the build. So now you just want to do a timing and do as much as damage as you can to them. Keep in mind to always stimp a few Marines on the front to scout ahead. Whenever you cross the 50% of the map, you want to scan and see his position so you know where you got a siege. And yeah, that's pretty much the build, guys. So try it and let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to learn more, you can book coaching sessions with me through the link below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.